welcome to the stage, Sam Picone. Come on! Come on, come on, man!
I've got a pretty generic foreign face. I kind of look like a background character you'd get in a video game if that video game was set in a kebab shop. Grand Theft Auto Edgware Road or something, you know? Just put in a cheat code and I give you unlimited doner kebab, you know? That's how it... I've got a pretty generic foreign... This is how generically foreign my face is, right? Last year, I got kicked out of a nightclub. I went back in the nightclub, snuck back in, and I managed to convince the bouncer that I was someone different, right? I was in East London on a night out, and I got kicked out for doing something I probably shouldn't have been doing. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't want you to think less of me, but let's just say it rhymes with Class A drugs. And I got kicked out by this female bouncer. She took me to this little room where there was a fire exit. She kicked me out. And I just literally walked straight back to the front of the club, walked back in, and I thought I'd smashed it, right? About 10 minutes later, I was by the bar. I was ordering a drink, and I turned around and I just lock eyes with this female bouncer. So I tried to sort of like style it out, just looked away. Next thing I know, right, she's right in front of me, and she says to me, "What are you doing back here?" So I had to sort of think quick, right? So I just turned to her and I said, "Sorry?" She said, "I thought I kicked you out. What are you doing back here?" To which I responded, "I don't understand." To which she said, "Oh, sorry, never mind," and walked off, right? Now, what's just happened there is I've used my generic foreign face and a quite obscure foreign accent to convince this woman she's just been casually racist. So I thought I smashed it again, right? Go on the dance floor, I'm sort of enjoying my night. The adrenaline is flowing through my body from the situation that's just happened, although that may have been the drugs. And I'm sort of on the dance floor. 10 minutes later, I get a tap on the shoulder. I turn around, it's the same female bouncer, right? But this time she's with a male bouncer, much bigger, much more menacing looking. And the guy says to me, "Come with us, we want a word with you." So sort of turned around, and that's never good, is it? No one ever says, "Come with us, we want a word with you." We bought you a puppy. It's never good news, you know what I mean? It's always bad news, right? So they take me into this room, and I'm in the exact same room next to the fire exit where she kicked me out before, and the guy just says to me, "Oh yeah, we're just taking you out because you look a lot like someone we've already kicked out tonight," right? And now I sort of had empathy for my black friends that are constantly getting pulled over by the police because they match a description. Obviously, the only difference was I matched a description because it was me they were looking for, right? So I was like, "Oh, yes, no problem." Still trying to figure out what this fucking accent is in my head. So they start asking me questions. They're like, "Oh, what time did you get in the club? Or who are you here with?" So I start answering them, but I realize my accent is changing with every answer. I'm like, 9:30, I'm here with my French. It's like gone from Middle Eastern to Dutch. All he had to do, right, was just say to me, "Where the fuck are you from?" I would have been like, "I don't know, man." I would have just folded completely. So he starts searching me, right? And as I'm not too worried about the search because I've hidden the drugs on what I like to call nature's shelf. And he's searching me, right? And I sort of like lock eyes with the female bouncer again. She stood there. She's looking at me. She's got her arms crossed, right? And I can see she kind of knows it's me, but she doesn't know it's me. You know, there's like 10% of doubt in her mind because she's got no evidence. So I see that little glimmer of doubt in her eyes, right? And I think, I'm just going to have some fun here. So I said to him, I was like, "Oh, this man that you're looking for, does he look like me?" And the guy goes to me, "Oh, yeah, it's just that there's a lot of people like you in here tonight, you know, wearing those jazzy shirts." I just thought, jazzy shirts, what kind of issue? People like you. What does he mean, people like you? What is he saying? We all look the same. And by we, I mean whoever the fuck I'm pretending to be. I have no idea who I am right now. So anyway, right, I'm there. I sort of get the search done, get the questions done. He's like, "Fine, okay, yeah, you can go back in." I go back in, I enjoy my night. But on my way out of the club at the end of the night, I see the female bouncer again. I think, I'm just going to have a little bit more fun here. So I walk past her, and she's like pointing people to the exit. And she's like, "Yeah, exit's that way. Have a good night, guys." I just go to her, thank you. I'll see you next time." Oh! Her jaw drops, she looks at me, she's confused, angry. I walk round, I look back at her like the end of Michael Jackson Thriller. I'm like, "Ah, ha, 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 ha." I start laughing in foreign as well. I'm like, "Ha, ha, 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 ha." Now I'm banned from that particular club now. But the good news is, so are 2,000 foreign guys that look like me as well.